I was just trying to find a different beat. I was trying to find a different beat right there. I'm always just like doing this, and I was like, "No, I'm trying to find a different one." That's I was listening deeper. Like, okay, is there another beat inside the beat?
There's not. It's not.
Hey, I was trying. I was trying something different. Some, you got
hardwood knuckleheads with another weird ass opening. That's just the theme of the show. We just come on here, we doing some dumb shit right off the bat.
Right off. I mean, you may as well. Right? Just.
Oh man, what's up, man? Hardwood Knuckleheads here, episode 31.
Yep.
Obviously, Garnett is in his normal spot, studio, whatever you call it. I am not. I am at a undisclosed location,
right.
But I'm not a hostage. Okay,
so he's not a hostage, but what he didn't tell you is that he's at a Tiger Woods lookalike contest, and so that's why he's got. That's why he got all of his shit.
You stupid ass! Oh my gosh, bro! Put on a hat and people gotta make jokes, dog. This is some cold shit, man. I woke up this morning. I know it's not like I have a whole lot of hair, but I just wasn't feeling my so I was like, I'm putting the hat on today, man. Right. And you ain't the only one. There's a lot of people out there got comments today. It's like, you ain't never seen me in a hat. I wear hats all the time.
No, I'm just saying, the hat's nice. I'm not like knocking the hats. I'm not even knocking the attire. I'm just saying it just looked very, like when I first looked on it, when you when you first came on the screen, you was just like this and just looking. I was like, is that Tiger Woods? Like, I was like,
Tiger Woods?
Is that Tiger Woods? I was like, I didn't know what that was. I had to.
Tiger Woods. Oh my gosh, that's a Shaft reference for y'all. Y'all don't know. Right. y'all gotta go see the updated Shaft. Y'all know that one. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
That's funny. Man. So what's good with you, man? What's good with you?
Oh shit, not much. We're in the we're in like the spring season right now of kind of just like training, which most of the basketball over here, like the AAU and stuff or whatever. High school just got done with their state championships and all that kind of stuff. Like I think it was not last week, but the weekend before. A lot of AAUs and programs and stuff like that. They kind of end last weekend and like this weekend with like the state tournament. And then a lot of, they'll either go off to their other sports and things like that, the spring ones, the outdoors and stuff. And then we're able to kind of still be able to get back into the gym, and we kind of rev things back up there now too, because it's like, this is the off season now, so we're trying to obviously get ready for next. So it's been really good. We're like we're out in Tri-Cities twice a week now, probably looking at maybe a third day there too, probably in a couple of weeks, and then we're in Walla Walla 3 or 4 of those other days or whatever. So like really kind of getting back into the gym is kind of really it's really cool to kind of see like the energy and the excitement to kind of get back into the gym and kind of work and stuff. So that's it. But just real quick, I got a huge shout out to the girls out there in Tri-Cities that like I've been working out, right? I've been like really fortunate probably the last year and a half to be able to kind of go over there. I've been doing weekly sessions with them where, on Mondays, I'm, like out there for like we work out for about 90 minutes and stuff, just because it's only like once a week and stuff. And I usually get, there's probably a group of girls that probably like 7th and 8th graders. So probably in total, I want to say there might be close to 15 and 16 of them, I think.
Okay.
But like out of that group, I think that there's about 10 of them that play on. Well, I mean, like they all play AAU, but like 10 of them, 10 to 12 kind of play on a team that's called Northwest Cougars. And so,
good program.
Program. So I've been kind of working with them and, really just on like the skill development, some IQ stuff, basketball competing stuff. And I've been really fortunate sometimes or two to kind of fill in the coach, for them like this last like year and a half and stuff. And they just went to the state tournament just this last weekend in like the club division in like the 8th grade, and they actually won their division. So they won the state for 8th grade. So I was really just happy for them on that. You know what I mean? Like just, anytime that like, that they can go and win something like that. That's always cool. But really, what they don't know about these girls is that like they're in the they're
all the
doing,
time
like
grinding.
Mondays they're in the gym with me and that they're working out. Wednesdays they're in the gym with Craig and they're going through other basketball IQ stuff, shooting and cutting and mid work, like mid post and post work.
Right.
I think on Tuesdays and Thursdays they're either over at they've got a couple of like weight programs or strength and conditioning programs that are in Tri-Cities. One of them is called EAT and the other one is called, I think EAT stands for Elite Athletic Training, and then there's another one that's called Hayes, and Hayes does, and it's HAZE. Like they do, like all of them. I mean, like they're just like phenomenal programs, right? And so girls are doing that as well. They're too, on top of coming into the gym, on top of like getting coaching and like instruction from us. And so really kind of just really cool for them to be able to go all the way over there and then be able to win. I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that they won that thing last year too. So it's been it's been like back to back and stuff. And then so like the 8th graders won it. And then shout out to Kiki and Janelle and Taylor, who are my girls. They're they're 6th graders, and those girls out there too. They were on I think their team might be Northwest. I can't remember what the team is called. It might be Elite. It might just I get the names mixed up because I don't really worry about the names. I'm just like the kids and stuff. And they went and they played in their 6th grade division and they won the state tournament as well there too. So nice. So it's kind of one of those ones here too where like you keep trying to get the idea out there to parents and to people that will listen. It's like the more that you invest in your kids on the training side, like the games will start to take care of themselves because the kids are going to start. They're going to start developing more confidence. They're just going to get, like with their ball handling, with their footwork, with finishing, with all these other things. So if you invest in them, like the payoff later on could be things like this. And so it's been kind of cool, like to have these girls. And then it was just like, I mean, so like the state, so they just got done with the state tournament on Sunday. They won, they're coming back. And I had half of them were in the gym yesterday in like the workouts. Like,
ready to get after it. Yeah.
They could be, like where they could just be like, well, we won, we're done. We're going to go and then do something else. I mean, like they're back into the gym telling me all about the tournament, telling me all about, just super excited and kind of happy about it. And so, that's just been really cool, which is,
that's cool, man.
You start to invest in yourself. And then these are the kind of like the things that kind of come out, which is ultimately it's like the lesson that's to be learned to the kids on that there, right? Like you put in time, things are going to happen right there too, right? There's good consequences and bad consequences for like training. You're in the gym, you're working on your stuff. With good consequences is that you're going to be ready in certain situations to be able to perform. You don't work out, you don't put time in, you don't invest. Well, then you're still going to be in that same moment, but you're not going to be ready to play, And so that's just
true.
Been really kind of just just excited for them. So so like that's awesome that they were able to kind of do that. So
hell yeah, congrats, dog. Yeah, speaking of the ladies, this is a good segue because I wanted to get your thoughts.
Oh boy, I think I know you're gonna go. Let's go there. Let's
we had some wombo combos, bro. Hey, South Carolina LSU had a little brouhaha.
Little bit, yeah.
Little bit.
SEC, no joke, man. I'm telling you, that's and what I don't even think that wasn't even the tournament. That was the last regular season game, wasn't it?
No, that was the tournament.
Oh, that was the
conference tournament. Yeah, it's funny because I was thrown off too because the women play theirs a week before the men.
I thought I was all waiting for this week and stuff too. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So was that the championship game?
I believe, that was a championship game. Okay. So
well, then that didn't make sense there too. Why the tempers had flared up so much at the end. Okay.
Yeah. So give me your thoughts about it. Everybody out there, if you don't know, LSU and South Carolina. South Carolina's undefeated #1 team in the country. Playing LSU, bitter rival in the SEC, and then like Garnett said, tempers flared, and then we had a mix up, and then somebody got steamrolled by Cardoza.
Yeah, she came and just knocked that girl off. And I think that was Flage. I think that's who he knocked over there too.
Was it? Was that who it was?
No, because okay, so the part was there too. Did you see the dude that jumped
over? Oh boy.
No, the dude, homeboy just jumped over. I was like, where'd he come from? Like
he did.
But so that was Flage's brother, I believe. I think I read that where that was the brother. And I'm like, first of all, I'm like, okay, like what were you gonna do though? Like,
What were
like,
you
okay,
thinking?
that's first of all, you got no business being there. You got no
Right.
business jumping over and getting onto that there too, right? So that's the first thing. Second one, like,
Yep.
are you gonna hit a girl? Like what? Like it's like what were you
Yeah,
gonna do?
what was you thinking?
What were you like? What were you really gonna do? Like that? Just I don't know that.
The funny part about that was like he comes out of nowhere. Like
Yeah,
you see him, like you're looking at it from one. There's one viewpoint where it's showing, and then all of a sudden you see him fly over the table,
he
but then he
cleared that.
jumps clear over that
He
table.
cleared that. Yeah, it was
And then,
cool.
but the funny part about it was like he got on the court, and then he was like right next to Cardoza from
And
South
he's like,
Carolina.
damn.
He was like, "Damn, she big, dog."
I was like, damn, you are tall as shit. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
just
he was
yeah.
like, I don't need to be here
Yeah.
anymore.
And then
And so,
like he got arrested, right? So
yeah,
which
yeah,
is like, which I mean, again, I mean, think about that. I mean, like you get arrested, there's probably some stupid fine that you're gonna have to pay. You
right,
got a
right.
misdemeanor or whatever. I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't know
Dude,
if that's a felony
I was thinking about that, right? Because I was wondering if he got arrested or not. I know he got kicked out, blah blah blah. And I
Mhm.
was wondering. Then I heard that he did get arrested. So I'm sitting there in my mind. I was driving yesterday, and I
Right.
was like, I wonder how that court appearance gonna be like. Like, what's he?
Right.
Like judge comes in, it's like, all right, reads them the charges, and it's like, bro, you could really. Hopefully, he just plays it cool, and be like,
Okay.
Judge, I don't know. My sister
Or
got,
or
or
he goes in there and he goes, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, your honor. I think this case needs to be thrown out on the count that I'm crazy. And also Martin Lawrence, do the pocket knife, do the pocket knife. Hey, if he did something like that, bro, hey, I need to see the appearance because that's all that going. As soon as you said what's gonna happen in court,
bro,
it automatically went to that Martin Lawrence episode. Like that shit, like just
you gotta do one or the other, because then the judge is gonna be like, gonna be like, yo, you know what, man, I saw it. You look dumb doing it.
Right.
Pay your fine, get the hell out.
Right, get out of here. Just thought that,
But
then it was like, okay, so then you had that. Then like if you saw like Angel Reese, she didn't even. There was no. You see her walk the other way. She's like, listen, nah, my name's Paul, and I ain't with y'all, and I'm going this way. Like that. She walked the other way. Like she was gone.
Yes.
So that was kind of funny. So like she left, and then you got to appreciate Dawn Staley, to kind of go out there. She kind of got out in front of it, was like, I'm sorry, this and this,
Right.
But see, like Dawn, like she's an ultimate competitor. So like she gets it. Like she wasn't saying that it was okay. It was kind of more like this happens in games sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I just want to apologize to the basketball community because we kind of let the emotions get ahead, because we've all been in one of those situations before. Where the emotions just get too crazy and then some shit happens that typically or normally, like would never happen. And, so she got out in front, and then it was, and it was funny because, like it, sounded like that the South Carolina fans was not happy with her at all when she was doing that, because they were booing, they were mad. I'm like, man, come on, like it's just like
y'all need
to had to get out in front. Like, what do you expect her to say? Yeah, we out there.
Right,
like, no, it's just
because if she did that, which she had, because like. Don't mess with Dawn, bro.
Don't mess with Dawn. No, she ain't
North Philly, bro. She not playing around.
No, she's not playing at all. No.
But like, had she done that, then people be coming at her the other way. Like,
right,
you didn't show no remorse, y'all. You're damaging the game.
Right. And then so she does it, and then so the other coach, she get out there and she's just, and so then she's starting shit. Well, I wish she'd push Angel Reese then, and she's like, just like, hey,
like, did you watch the film? Like, did you see her?
You see where Reese went that way, so like she wasn't gonna get pushed at all because she was not there at all. Like just I'm telling you what that's gonna do though. Like this right here is making up for which, like, again, I don't know who you'd want that fourth team to be, but like this is making up for one hell of what could be a Final Four between South Carolina, between LSU, between Iowa, and then whoever that one's going to be. Is it going to be UConn? Is it going to be Ohio State, who's been playing like that too?
Notre Dame.
Or is it right? I mean, like, who's going to be like that fourth team? Because once it gets there, it's going to, like, that's going to be crazy. But real quick, let me just pivot just for a second. Did you see the game before the championship game? So did you see South Carolina when they played Tennessee? Did you see how South
Yes.
Carolina got to the championship game?
Yes.
Did you see it?
That was crazy.
Coach said, "Nah, whatever. We ain't even gonna
Like,
guard her. Just let her shoot."
I mean,
And
like
then,
it's funny because like she ain't never made a three, right?
right?
She ain't never made a three.
Yeah,
So
but you just go.
I
Okay, go ahead.
you
Okay,
just,
go ahead. No, go
no,
ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no. I'm with you. Like
Yeah,
I get leaving her open, but
but then
don't
you didn't
just
leave her open. You just like nah, man, we good. Go ahead, get that. Like, you didn't even try to deny her out past 3 to maybe get the catch at like 25, 30 feet. You let
right.
her run right there. He's like, nah.
Yeah,
Hey, but did
yeah.
you see the coach's face over from Tennessee when she hit it? Like,
She,
I felt so bad now. I was like, oh, damn, you like, you know what I mean? It's like one of
yep,
those, like, wah, wah. It's just like that.
yeah.
She just had her
Again
hands on her
though.
knees and was just like, what the hell did I mean? Because that's that would have been the ultimate like win for them. That
Right.
for sure. I don't know where they were at as far as as far as SEC, as far as tournament, if they were going to get in or not. That
Yeah.
punches their ticket.
Right.
Beating South
You're in.
Carolina, who was
Yep.
31-1. I mean, and like at the time, that like that gets you in there. And
Yeah. I wish
oh,
again this also goes to the like I was thinking about this too. I'm like, if I was her and I go into the post game press conference
right.
and the reporter asked me like, what was your thought process? I just start laughing and be like, you know what, that was just some dumbass shit. Like
Right.
what you
No,
want me
yeah.
to
I mean,
say?
you have to. Right.
Like,
Just be
you know
like,
what? Like I took a
yeah.
chance. She ain't made a three all year. And I
You got
messed
to
it up.
flip it, laugh at it, or something right there too. Because if you get
Right.
all mad and just be like, "You don't know what
That's
it's
it.
like to coach," and those get like, "Listen, nah. You
You
just let her
you
run to the 3-point line
yeah,
and
right,
let her." I
right,
mean,
right.
it's
Nah,
one thing
man.
if she'd have hit it and like it would have been like all net. She banked that shit in too. Like that even
Right,
just makes it worse. You like then
right.
from head straight on. You just let her throw a dart at the basket and just bank that thing in and just.
Yo. This is
Like South Carolina all lost their mind. You were just kind of just like, oh, I mean, it just went straight. It like the camera did not go away from the coach for like at least 30 seconds. Like that. I was like, damn, like y'all ain't gonna leave her alone. Like you can't even let her just process what
put her on
happened.
Front Street. They put her on Front Street real quick. Oh
Man.
my gosh.
Oh, she
Dude,
was
I
not.
mean, and that's the crazy thing, man. And I'll give credit. Like, Caitlin Clark has been doing her thing and she's brought a lot of attention.
A
Now,
lot.
mind you, I think the women's college game has been growing
Oh,
like
absolutely.
steady the
And they
past few
need it,
years.
like stuff like this is going on right now. They need it, like,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
so happy for it because I've got 2 daughters. You know what I mean? And
Right,
so, yeah, so
right.
like I'm happy for it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's brought some dramatics and like you said, it's gonna make for a good tournament. Like we get
Mhm,
down to the Sweet 16, we're gonna
mhm.
find out. There's gonna be some good games, man.
Right,
I'm
right.
looking forward to it. I want to get your thoughts. I want to get your thoughts on because I had this conversation with my wife, with Jen, and we were talking about Caitlin Clark, right? And obviously generational talent, right?
Right,
She
right.
gets buckets,
Yeah.
right? But here's my question, because we were talking about what she's gonna be like in the pros, and I'm
Mhm.
like, I mean, I think she'll be good in the pros, but like, I don't. She was like, yeah, she's gonna be pulling from the logo, and I'm like, bullshit. She is like she. I can't see it. I mean,
USC not letting her pull it from the logo right there.
I don't see
Sabrina's
her.
not gonna let. No, I'm just saying they're gonna be up in her. Like they're
Right,
not. They're
right,
not like no. You're not just gonna walk down and then shoot that. Like no.
right.
We're not gonna. We're not gonna do that. So
Exactly. I don't think one. I don't like you said. I don't think her opponents are just gonna let her get off. Like so. We were talking about like, what do you think she's gonna average? I'm like, I think she'll go in the league and probably average 15 to 17, maybe her first year as a rookie, and that would be good, right? But she ain't even putting up no 30 a night. I don't see that. Like I don't see that. It was one. The girls on the other team don't take that shit personally.
right. Yeah. No. You ain't just about to hang 30 on me and then let me just be on a meme or something like that or have
Right.
y'all talk. No. Just yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And two, the second thing is, I'm like, the shots that she gets away with at this level, she not getting away with that. And when I'm saying getting away with, I mean like her teammates gonna be looking at her like,
You ain't
look,
just gonna
damn
be.
it,
Yeah.
you
See,
messing with my money now.
in Iowa, she been there long enough to where, and like the coaches, been there long enough to where it's like, listen, like it's like one of those ones where like they're gonna live and die by what she's able to do out there on the floor, right? I mean, like they've almost cashed in all their chips on her. I mean, they did it last year, and they're just like, well, shit, see how far did we got? Because I mean, even last year against South Carolina, like I thought for sure, like South Carolina was gonna win that game. I thought for sure, and then you just keep watching the player, like, damn, like she really good. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to play against certain, I don't know, you just got to play against higher level competition or just more athletic or just whatever that it is to just really if you can do those things. So when she did it, you're like, okay, that's different. And then they got the LSU, they lost it, whatever. The the drama that went on between Reese and Caitlin Clark, whatever. But it's like now that they're both coming back, and it's like you see, Caitlin just keeps. It looks like that she's kind of going this way, and I don't know where Reese is going right now. I think that she kind of had that. I don't know. She kind of had that little moment there during like the season where I think that the hangover of the championships and all that kind of stuff after her trying to figure out how to play with Haley, like you know what I mean, like all these different things. So she hadn't been able to be. Oh no, she just hasn't been talked about from a basketball sense anyway, as much as she's been talking about everything that's been happening off the court. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. So like having said all that, like her getting to the league because you know that she's going to get there. Again, like there's so many good guards that are
so many good guards
that are in the league there too, and it's just like, and again, just like you said, like now we're talking about professional basketball. Like it's a little bit different. It's different when it's collegiate basketball versus professional. Like there's some girls that are playing high level college basketball that have no aspirations of playing at that. So their approach to it, like they're still going to compete and they're still going to do it. They don't got the same aspiration, like you know what I mean, which is fine. I mean, that's not, but that's what it is. And so, you're going to go against some of those girls that have been in there for a while there too. And it's like, we like vets just know how to play the game.
They just know.
You know what I'm saying? They just they know what you're trying to do. Right. And they're going to get there before you get there. And so it's like, I think it's going to be a little bit harder than I think what people are going to say. Like, I don't like seeing some of the things there too, where they're just like, oh, we'll take her over Bronny James, or she should get drafted by the Pistons. Or I'm like, listen, like let's stop. Let's keep it all in perspective there, right? Like she's going to be great for the women's game.
Yep.
She's going to bring a lot more girls that have been following her career through high school. I mean, like through high school and then in college. And then now when she gets to the league, there's going to be so many more that are going to follow her on that side. So be excited for the game on that. I think that it's going to be increased revenue. It's going to be all that kind of stuff. Why? Because now you got, again, just like you said, a generational talent that's going to be there, that's going to be able to play. So I think there's that. I don't think it's going to be as easy. As and again, I don't know if she thinks that it's easy, or I think people that are watching are going to be like, man, she's killing like this, so she's going to kill the league. Like that's
the thing. I think a lot of people are just they've fallen into the, not even a trap, but it's just like they want to project her to be something before she's even got there, and it's just like let her get there, let her feel herself. She's gonna be like. It's not like she's not going to be an all-star. She is sooner than later, right? And she just needs time to just feel her way. But don't be putting big, lofty expectations because that's just a different game. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, like you think of how Steph had that magical run when he was in, like that last run before he went pro. I mean, against Gonzaga where he gave him all that work, against Georgetown where he gave out that work, and then they damn near beat Kansas in that Elite Eight game to go to Final Four, and then all of a sudden he kind of got his name. It wasn't like he just jumped to the league and just started killing.
Nope.
It took a couple of years, you know what I mean, to kind of get some things going. But then after he figured it out, I mean, now he's now, which I mean, like you talk about another generational talent or somebody that changed the game. He's done it on that side. Caitlin Clark, I think that she could do it for the on the women's side like that, but she's not going to do it this next year.
No, but I think it's not, and she's the headliner, but I mean, like her, Angel Reese, Haley Van Lith, Cardosa,
Bukers, like it's just all men.
Man, the leagues, like you say, the next few years,
they got some girls that can go. Like, they got some girls that can go.
Also, with on top of what's already in the league, you know what I mean?
So, I mean, like, what do you want? That's what you want there, right? I mean, like, you want the best competition to be playing over there and stuff. And that's That's the awesome part about it there. So no, that's
it's cool, man. You got to give a shout out to the ladies. They hooping out here, man. They hooping out
killing
here
it right now. They're killing it for sure.
So,
absolutely.
So this week how it goes. This is that big week with conference tournaments and the madness, bro. The madness. Some interesting developments have already happened. Did you watch? I know we were talking about the what was it? The Eastern Tennessee State and
Tennessee State and Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. That was a great game.
They were down, 14 minutes left. They were down 25 or 30, and Eastern Tennessee came all the way back in time. That was nuts. And it wasn't even that they were like it was one of those ones where like they grinded that shit out there, right? It wasn't like two dudes got hot and it was just like, hey, if we find them, it's just gonna not like it was sloppy, but it was competitive and it was chippy. And they started and they started putting on this 1-2-2 diamond press, and they were so damn long, and all of a sudden it's deflections and it's tips, and then the other team starts they start panicking when they're going down, and then they're trapping all over the place. Like they
everywhere. They were everywhere.
Sold out that last 14 minutes. And then it's like, dog, when they like tied the game at 73, there was 0.1 second left on the clock. Like that's how hard that they had to play for like that. I mean, it was crazy. Like I was losing my shit watching it over at Lex's parents' house when we were watching the game, because it's just like when you watch a team play that hard,
right?
You start to what happens is they start to, a phrase that like you and I use as coach all the time, they start to impose their will on the other team. When you start to impose your will and you start to noticeably play harder, you start creating breaks for yourself in the game.
Absolutely.
Pressure on them over the course of the game now comes down to those last 10 minutes or whatever, and the other team, whether or not that it's tired or they start getting a little lazy with their passes, or all of a sudden the pressure goes and they start like overthinking things. I mean, it was like it's tip layup here, then it's like it's missed shot come down. I mean, it was everything that you want to see in like a mid-major one, because those ones, they only get that one bid.
Right.
But I mean, it's not like it's like
they laying it all on the line.
Schools where you're going to get 7, 8, 9 teams that are going to get the tournament, and whether or not you win or lose this and this fine, it's like this is your one shot. This is that 8 mile. Like this is, you know what I mean? Like this is that. So, I mean, for them to get all the way there, now they got to the championship game and then they lost. I think they lost. I think they're too damn tired. They got to play.
Tired. They were tired.
All that energy in that last 14 minutes. Then they got to overtime. Then they got to, and then like won it. Then that was an extra 5-10 minutes that they had to play on top of that. I just think they were just tired.
Just worn out. It
was that was just fun just to be able to watch it there too. So
that was a great game. And then I watched the the Drake Indiana State game. Did you watch that?
Hey, the big boy is nice out there though.
It's crazy because he doesn't.
I didn't see the game, but I've seen highlights and I've seen him play earlier. Like he doesn't look like much.
Larry Goggles.
Yes.
Goggles.
And then he's out there like jab, but like it's just just like it's a
I hope so. So they lost. They end up losing. Drake wins the title.
You think they're gonna get out large?
I hope so, man. We need Larry Goggles.
To see a guy like that in the tournament, just to see what they're gonna do. Like it's
and this is the shit that pisses me off though, because like to me, yes, they should get an at-large, but like the committee be doing dumb shit. Like they gonna let some like here's one example. Michigan State. Love Izzo. Izzo is one of my favorite coaches. Right. But this team this year don't deserve to be playing in no tournament.
But they're gonna get in though. Because it's Big Ten. No, I mean like they just are. Right. It's just
And meanwhile, Indiana State gonna have to go play somewhere else because just because you want a bigger conference school like that, they're the better team. They're the better team.
Like that too. And it's like I don't like what that does as far as kind of like the mid majors, because it's almost like you almost feel like that sooner or later that they're gonna try to phase the mid majors out with all the mergers of like the bigger conferences there, right? Like you got the Pac-12 that has dissolved now, that has just made the Big 12 and the Big 10 even just bigger, right? Even larger.
Right.
Then it's like, I mean, like you got the Big East now still, or the American, who knows when they're going to do their thing. ACC, you think that maybe some of those teams are leaving to go to SEC or something.
They could be leaving any day.
You're going to be in a situation where you're going to have 20 teams in the conference. Like, how the hell does that work? So you're telling me out of 20 teams in the conference, 18 out of yours get to go, but then now like other ones, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hell?
Right.
Like, it
Right.
don't make sense. And so it just,
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't get to the point where, and again, I think that this is where I think that this is where football's going with it there too. Like, it's going to get to the point where like you're pushing out the mid majors. Like, there's no
Yep.
going to be any more Cinderella stories, which I
Nope.
don't like, because it's like that's one of the beauty parts of the March Madness, is that, like, again, like the matchup stuff, like you don't, like your Fairleigh Dickinsons and Purdue's, you never have it no more, because there's not going to be a 16, because
Right.
16 is going to be an SEC school, like, instead
Which
of
is like we already saw that. We get to see that for 2 months already
right,
during
right.
the.
Nobody
Why
wants
do
to
we
see
need
it.
to?
Right,
We don't need to
exactly
see
right.
it anymore. You know what I mean?
It takes away from wanting to stay at home all day long on those Thursdays and Fridays, and then watch
Right.
games and lose your mind about people that you don't know, just because it's like,
Yep.
oh shit, like here's this small
Yep.
school that's like going at them. Like, that's the whole damn beauty of the whole tournament right there.
I know.
You know?
They did say that they were expanding the tournament. They haven't said what the number is going to be. I hope it's like, I mean,
I mean, how much more
64.
can you go? Like, you
I,
can go to 72, right? 72 would just add 4 more, which means that you'd have what, 4 more playing games there, right?
right.
Like your
Right.
Tuesday and Wednesday are just going to be a little bit longer there, right? Okay, that's
Yeah.
right there too. But then, like, what's the like? It's like the next step after that is what? You go to 96.
That's what they're talking. I'm like,
I mean,
nobody wants to see
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Nobody wants to see that.
No, I'm like, no, it's just, I mean, like, I don't mind. I mean, from a basketball standpoint, I guess, like, but then now it's no longer March Madness. It's like Spring Madness, because that should have go all the way to May. Like,
Right.
you're not gonna finish that shit in like March. Like, it's gonna go to
Nah.
March all the way to April. It's gonna be May 1st. Gonna be the championship game. It's gonna be like,
Yep.
just, I don't know. That's just, yeah.
They need to chill on that. I don't know what the solution is, but
Mhm.
it sucks because, like you say, it's the pie is only getting bigger for the major conferences, and
Right,
it ain't
exactly
getting
right.
the
Yeah,
little guys ain't getting no
right.
more piece of the pie than they already got. So it's like, what are we doing, man? You
Here's
know?
what I don't understand about like the play-ins there too, right? Is that like you'll have some play-ins, and then like it'll be for an 11 seed. Like, I'm like, well, I
You
don't
know what?
understand
I
that.
don't. Yeah, I
Like,
never
why?
got
Like,
that
you should be
too.
at 16 and that's it. Like, if
Right.
you were the last 4 in, right,
Right.
or going to be in the play-in, how do you get to be an 11?
Well, here's what I think. This is what I think is what happens is that some of those auto bids from the lower conferences, they're trying to make sure that they get to the main bracket. Like
Yeah, but so
the
okay, go ahead. All
play,
right, go
like
ahead,
the
go ahead.
playing the first what they call it the first
The
four.
first, yeah, the first 4 play, yeah.
That usually I think what they would like is for those last 4 teams in. You know what I mean? Like so sometimes you have a 16s like they play them the 2 teams that are going to be a 16, but the
Right.
other ones are like they're the last 4 in, but they're obviously better than some of the lower conference.
Yeah, but they didn't get into the tournament because they didn't do what they're supposed to do before. So I feel like that we
Hey
just giving
man,
them just another no, I know, but I'm just
I
saying, like,
know, I know,
that's what it
I
is.
know.
It's,
I'm trying to see uh potential playing game this year will be New Mexico, who's been doing dumb shit lately and losing games,
mm-hmm.
and St. John's, and have the Patinos go against each
Ooh, oh,
other.
that's right, because the Suns
Dude,
already made that. Now see,
yeah.
now
That's
I
the
would
drama
watch
we
the game.
need. That's the drama we need right
That's the
there.
drama that we want to talk about right there. Is
Yeah,
that okay? Which
yeah.
gets over? Is this
Right,
going to be a passing of the torch, or is this like, nah, son, since you
right.
walk down, I'm still doing this? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep, yep.
what's that? Oh, I
Or
forgot.
um could do another one. You could have, since they want to put Michigan State in the thing,
Throw
you
them in
could
the,
have
yeah, no,
Michigan
yeah.
State and have them play Indiana State, like the old Larry Bird,
Oh, the Magic versus Bird.
Yes,
Hey, that's not now. See,
yeah,
those ones right there. I'm fine with both of those playoff matchups right there. Both of those.
right,
That's fine. That's
right.
fine. Committee, if you're listening, I know you're
Listen
not.
to
But I'm gonna
me.
send something. I'm gonna send this one right here to you guys. Like, when we
Yeah,
get, just listen to
yeah.
our recommendation on it.
I
Whether or not
mean,
you want to do it or not is fine. But that right there. Oh man, are you kidding me?
that's TV right there. That's
That's
ratings.
good TV right there too. Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that.
yeah.
I like what you're doing there, CK. I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying, this is what I do when I'm at my Tiger Woods
See,
retreat,
I was just about to say, dog, put that thinking cap on more. That shit. Put that cap
Oh
on.
my gosh.
Good ass ideas today. That's
Yeah. Well, we got to cut it short, but yeah, man, we hey, Friday's episode, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. Garnett, we're gonna do this. All right.
uh-oh.
Friday's episode. And I've been slacking. We've been slacking on the Instagram page and stuff like that. But we putting out a time. Me and you gonna decide on a time.
Oh boy.
Friday show, we gonna try to do live.
Okay. I
Because
mean, I
we
need
gonna
to
be
kids is gonna be at home that day. Okay, so we should be fine.
oh damn, I thought about the same thing because my kids on spring break too. Do we wait, hold on. So here's what we need to do. We need to decide. Do we want to do it Friday or do we want to do it Monday so when we pick the bracket?
So when we pick the brackets that way that there ain't no going back on no nothing, and just like yeah, I don't want. I'll be like no. See what I said? Well, no, just like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So we're gonna plan on Monday's show being live,
Okay.
and we'll tell all the folks out there so y'all can join us. We can get y'all live comments in the chat. We've been wanting to do this for a minit, so we figured this is the best time of the year to do it. So
yeah, that's actually not a bad time to do it.
yeah.
I like that.
All right.
All right. Well, next Monday is gonna be
It's gonna be one of them. We going through that bracket, boy.
And I got one gripe that I got to get off because I've been thinking about this shit for a couple of days right there. And this isn't to anybody in particular when I'm talking about coaching. This is just some coaches out there. And if this tugs at a string or does something like that, maybe it's addressed to you, maybe it's not. I'm just gonna leave it at that there too. I'm just
oh boy.
With coaching, okay, I need to just say, just like with coaching, like I understand that the word coach and the word control both start with C's, but they're entirely two different things. There's sometimes we got too many coaches that are out there that are trying to control everything out there instead of being able to just coach the kid and allow them to play, allow them to fail. And so that way that you can have a dialogue, and then that way that you can keep them there. And so that way that you guys can kind of, like grow the relationship. When you're trying to micromanage everything and trying to tell them what to do on this, and you're making too much stuff at a younger age, like it's 6th and 7th grade, about stats and about numbers and about all this shit that just doesn't matter. All you're doing is you're just hurting the kid's development. You're hurting their growth. Because all that they're doing is they're just thinking about what numbers I have to put up. If I'm not doing this, the coach is going to pull me out. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we got to get away from that.
Yep.
And that's just driving me crazy because it's like I hear it too much. Just in passing, talking with parents and stuff like that. Not so much to the coaches.
Yeah.
Coaches don't want like that, but it's just like let the kid play the game. Like us as coaches, like we're done. We can't play.
Right.
What you can do is try to, as much as you can, try to pour whatever knowledge that you've gained over the course of your lifetime when it comes to this into them, with the hope that if you're consistent about your message, that sooner or later they're going to try to, that they're going to take to it and kind of go. But this whole you just, getting mad at the kid because they're doing this, or, and trying to control, he can't do this, or just the pigeonholing.
Right.
You can only play one spot. Who are you to tell them that?
Dude, save some of this. This is something we can get more into this on Friday.
Okay, I'm just pissed off about it. So yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, so no, okay, that's fine. So
you need a hug. I'm
gonna stop. But just know that this is TBC, to be continued. Like this, like that's all I'm saying. Just
okay.
Not the TPC, which you're getting ready to go playing, but
okay. This guy. Okay. This is where I'm putting the music on. Get the
wait. That was good.
This guy. Tiger Woods out. Tiger Woods. Man, we'll see y'all on Friday. Hardwood knuckleheads. Deuces, y'all.